Guru Nation, how's it going? I'm here at an investigator meeting. Very nice, swanky hotel. I'm here with Yusuf, he's a CRA. We got his LinkedIn underneath this video. Everybody go connect right now. He's a CRA. He's somebody, all right, that started during COVID, following the blueprint. Hey, find a site near you, go help. Why don't you explain?
Sure.
Explain. Now he's a CRA,
So
an investigator meeting.
Yeah, I can go in the background. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is that okay? I can go in the background how I started and how I got here. So
Yes.
I finished school back in 2018 as biology, and after finishing my degree as biology, I literally had I knew about the clinical research, but I had no idea how to get in there. You know, so I applied for multiple
Where'd
jobs.
you go to school though?
I went to Miami University in Ohio, Oxford.
Yeah.
Okay, and so from there, I had no jobs. I applied to multiple places. No one would accept me. I think because maybe I had no clinical research. I thought maybe my biology degree would help out. So I actually even went to a local CRO in the Cincinnati area, and I actually had no idea what I was doing there. To be honest with you, during that time. So
those ones have a bad reputation.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Yeah, but anyway, so the short story is, I started doing my own research. I went on YouTube. I was like, how to get into clinical research? What can I do to gain knowledge? What are certifications I can do? So before I actually knew about you, I looked online, and there was some certification out of Canada. Before I knew that you had the
CRA Academy,
the CRA Academy, which I recommend for everyone to do if you're in this industry. Then from there, as I was going through the course, I started learning about more the background and the history. So I wanted to go more in details. What other resources I can go into? That's where I found you. I went on YouTube, and I saw you, the Guru Nation. I learned the most important things that you need in the industry itself. And from as soon as I received my certifications and I learned everything about this, it was easy for me to start connecting with employers locally.
So you did all that first, and then you went to sites in your area. Right?
Yeah. So the first thing I did, actually, as soon as I received my certifications and knowing everything about this industry, what's the difference between a CRC, what's the difference between a CRA, what different positions and different roles, and from the CRO, from the sponsor, from the site level, I had the knowledge. So it was easier for me to speak about what this position I was applying for, what they do and what they consist.
And that was important.
That was very important.
How many employees do you literally walked into sites?
So I actually had my resume done and completed. I used to email some sites. And you
had GCP done already.
GCP was done. So actually, speaking of GCP, you can get that for free. You can also do the AR as well for free. Do that. Just and also do other certifications on the side, which are for free. That would show that you, as a potential candidate, that you are someone who's ready to not just ready, but someone who's eager to do something. You're not just you're not just looking for a job to get hired, but you're someone hey, I know what I'm talking about. Not just because I know what I'm talking about. I am passionate about what I do.
Employers need a day one. They know you're new, no matter what. Right?
Absolutely.
But they want to know, hey, I'm betting in Yusuf. From day one, this is what he already has done.
Absolutely.
You're already maybe 2 weeks ahead of someone else, just because you did that.
Yeah, no.
And it's just like this investigator meeting. You're doing these trainings, scanning your badge. Now when I go back to the site, we're ahead of our coordinators.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. So what the importance of you having the knowledge, not only that, but also applying to these places, it just shows them that you're not looking for a job. You're there to help the sites.
It's a career.
And you're there to establish yourself. for further advancements.
So when did you become CRA from doing the site stuff?
So that's a good question, actually. So to get to where I got to CRA, I got hired during the COVID trials back in 2020. So I know it was like the worst time for like the whole nation and the global.
The best of times,
But it was
for
the
research.
best time. It was the best time to get into the clinical research because of the vaccine trials. So that's how I got into
My
clinical research.
subscribers skyrocketed in COVID.
Absolutely. So from there, I got the experience that I needed. But to be honest with you, before I wanted to become a CRC, I actually wanted to become a CRA. So that was for me.
Why?
To get the
Why?
Why?
Yeah, that's very desirable for people.
And I'll tell you why I want to become a CRA, and I'll tell you why I'm a CRA still, and why I'm still doing it. CRA, it's not just because of the travel. Travel is cool, and it's
You
nice.
love it.
Yes, that's correct. But it's the fact that the demand for it is high, and also the stability is also great, and the compensation is also great, and there is also it's actually one of the foundation in the CRO and also the pharmaceutical to also advance yourself in the future for other advancements. So I worked at a local site in Cincinnati, and from there I got hired as a CRA with IQVIA.
And what's your aspirations now? And by the way, I've only known Yusuf for like a couple hours here.
Yeah. So
We just met, but I can tell, and you know my CRA.
Yeah.
I'll interview him when he's at the site
yeah,
next. But Kevin, you guys are lucky in the Midwest to have him as your CRA.
absolutely, yeah. So.
You know those people on the stage today. If you're watching, like if you follow the industry, when I worked 2005, like just to add on to what you said,
Mhm.
not only is it stable, but the career advance, it will take you places quickly. Because in 2006, when I was my medical monitor, when I was a brand new coordinator for a study with IQVIA,
Right.
now runs the biggest conferences in the industry.
Yeah.
He's an advisor on like all these startups. I'm not going to mention who he is.
Yeah.
He's a household name in our industry. He runs DCT stuff. I mean, all from big medical monitor, that's just a doctor. Like, how many doctors are here, right?
Yeah.
And these are the ones doing research. How many doctors are out there in Dallas right now that will never be on the board of any company because they're not in research. They're just doing, private practice or work for a hospital.
And speaking of that, actually, that's a good question that you brought this up. So there is actually a site coordinator here at the investigative meeting that I met. He's actually inspired to become a doctor, so he's going to med school.
No.
So he told me one of the things as becoming a coordinator right now, he learned that in the future he can become a principal investigator. So for that, sometimes most of the physicians that you mentioned right now that they're not aware of the clinical research and the industry, I think they're not exposed. So it's good to give some exposure, whether you're still in school or maybe going to school, or maybe get into like just do something on the side, even if it's like just to give out from the research at least.
So Yusuf's LinkedIn's underneath. You got many more places to go, but
I
CRA
appreciate
is a
it.
great, as long as you want to be CRA.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like CTM at one point?
Yeah, that's actually I'm looking into there are different roles definitely I'm looking into other than the CRA. But for right now, I'm in the CRA role. I'm not sure for how many years, especially like when you have. I would say one of the things that people divert from CRA to more like permanent non-travel roles is when they have family, kids.
Yeah.
So I recently got married. So one of the things.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you. One of the things that I'm looking for in the future when I have family, what are some things I can do? Yeah, but that's the only, so that's the only thing. But hey, I know I met some people who have been CRAs for 10, 20 years, even plus they have kids. They're able to manage that, so but you never know.
So your advice, just for people out there watching, trying to get in, or maybe coordinators trying to be CRAs, what would it be like in a nutshell? Your advice?
So my advice, if you're a coordinator or not even a coordinator, learn the foundations, be great at what you do as a coordinator, because that's going to transfer. These skills will transfer into becoming a CRA, and it's also going to make your job easier. And as a CRA, your sites would love you. They're gonna appreciate
you. Hear that, Lana?
Yeah,
Lana, one of our coordinator, wants to be a CRA.
She is okay.
She has no idea.
Yeah. So,
well, thank you. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
His
Yeah,
LinkedIn's underneath. Go
Okay.
connect right now. What are you doing? Connect with him. Rising star in the space.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you later. Bye bye.
Thank you.